Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nimbasa City League podcast. This is
Thank you.
episode 4. Today we are joined by Haamu, Austin, and Mountain Dew Partner. Say hello, guys.
Who's first?
How's it going?
I mean, it
Hello.
doesn't matter,
I mean,
Haamu.
technically, you saying who's first was first, so give
Oh.
first.
Wait, you said me first though. What do you mean?
Excuse me.
Excuse you. Go on.
All right, so week 5.
Week 5, yeah, that's the week we're up to. But yeah, so matches first, I guess. Though I guess I should cover the new layout that we have, just so that there is some visual stimulation for the people that watch this video if they want to. I mean, it's not going to be super important. It's just there, just in case. And then we've
Well,
got
we
the
all knew
little.
Jed did that by himself, so clap in the chat for that.
Woo. And then there's a little box on the side that you can see who's talking, etc. when they're
Wait, Jet
talking.
did what?
You what?
Jet did what?
Hamu, what? The layout.
What?
Jed is an
where is
artiste.
it? Oh,
Not
nice.
really, but
Yeah, I was gonna say okay, retard.
you don't have to though.
I
Anyway,
probably will.
week 5's matches. There was few, obviously. There's still one to play for this week. Ben versus Ian has had to be postponed, but
Indeed.
they should be playing today. But that does mean that we won't be able to talk about it, obviously.
I'm pretty sure
Feels
it's
bad,
6
man.
every week, Jet.
What?
Said there are a few games. It's always 6, no? Or 8, no? Hold on. Okay,
There are 8
retard.
games. There's
Always
6
8
games.
games.
There's always 8 games. There's only 7 played
That's
this week.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Thank
Sure, okay.
you.
So the first match was me, the coach of the Adelaide Overheat, versus Matt and the Green Bay Golisopods, which I feel like was a really close game. Well, I mean, it was. It came down to a 1-0, I believe. Yeah, he brought a double trick room setting team, which kind of messed with me, and brought the differential back in his favor because I was up like 4-0 or something, and then he showed the trick room, and I made a few choke plays that almost cost me the game. It came down to a roll of my Latios versus Hooper U, and then he flinched me, and I had to stall out the last turn and get the kill with my Toxicroak or something like that.
You be watching me, don't choke.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, that's all I've got to really say about that game. I did come out with the win, but it was a lot closer than I would have liked. But the second game up was Austin. It was you versus Magic. So
Yeah, so fun fact. Okay, this is really bad, and I feel really bad for Magic because people are gonna think he's really bad after I say this. So I forgot to prep. I don't know why. I just sat on my ass all day Friday and didn't prep, and then Sunday rolled around. He adds me, and he's like, "Hey, we're going like really soon, right?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" So I brought the team that I brought for Jamesy against Magic, and I beat him 3-0.
jeez.
I mean, he brought a
That's okay, it's bad.
Sturbine.
Yeah, so okay, so there were a few plays that happened in this game that he claims were dumb on my part, but I like hard disagree.
Oh wait, I remember these.
So I mean, okay, so first off, he sacked his Electros like 5 turns into the match to my Incineroar. So from that point, Manectric just won the game. He had no switch into Manectric. And then
Yeah.
after that, so he brings in Floette Eternal or Eternal Floette on my Weavile very quickly. Okay, I would quote unquote very quickly. Right, the instant that Servine died, he brought in Eternal Floette. Right,
Yeah, to try
so I
and
was
make you
like,
think it was Scarfed.
yeah. So he bluffed Scarf. So I mean, I don't think this is necessarily stupid on my part because either I can call the bluff and get information that he is Scarf or not,
Yeah.
because I outspeed naturally and just kill with poison jab straight up. Like if he was no HP investment, P jab just kill.
I mean, that's
So I
Yeah.
was like, it is 100% better to just call the bluff and click P jab and see if he's Scarf than to just switch into something that I don't have a switch into. I had no switch until I ruined at that point. So I was
Yeah,
like, you
so
know
the
what? I'm just gonna
best
click P jab.
best play is to
Um,
figure out if it's Scarfed and then to switch into something that can at least take one hit in
I
revenge,
mean,
right?
I guess Klefki was kind of a switching, but it's still a 50-50.
Yeah, like I don't know. I personally feel like just calling the bluff is better for information. So
Yeah,
I
it's
just
not
click P
like
jab
you
and I
didn't
killed
have things to
Eternal
deal
Flare.
with the rest of his team, so
Yeah, so like I just straight up killed Eternal Flare, like he just died. And then I don't actually remember what happens after that, to be honest. After I killed Flare.
I mean that
I
kind
mean,
of
then
tilted him.
Magic just
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
then
he brought Colbur Meloetta, that's what it was.
Yeah, but like that play just tilted him, and he just did not play well
he
from
just
then.
kept chatting.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the match, to be honest.
No, hold on. I think Magic and you are actually the same person because on turn 9 he said, "Well, I lose now. That's a shame."
No, look, okay, I say that all the time because most of the time
That's
it's
you.
there's actually never a time or okay,
Oh,
I think there's only been
why?
one time where I called GG where I thought I was going to lose and I won. And that was against
I
Phil in
mean,
week 1.
it's called choking.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, okay.
it's called lulling your opponent into a false sense of security so that they make
Realistically
bad
speaking,
plays.
your opponent's not gonna choke. So like Magic at this
Oh,
point knew
Unless
that
it's
with
unless it's Haamu.
sheer Mon advantage.
unless it's me.
Haamu's the resident choker, so
Like sheer Mon advantage told Magic like there's no way he wins this game. And he was right. I beat him 3-0, so
yeah.
I mean, there was a way you do an idiotic play, and he doesn't. I mean, I don't understand giving up. I just
Yeah,
don't
no,
understand it.
I agree with Haamu.
I mean you're not necessarily giving up.
until
It's
your
more
whole
Yes,
like
you
team is
are.
dead, then there's no point saying good game. Say good game at the end of the game, and that's just leave it at that.
I mean, okay, but like to me, it's like it's me recognizing like even if I play my best and I make all the plays that I have to make in order to win, there's no way I win.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so what if your
don't say
opponent
good
doesn't know
game.
that?
Don't say GG. Say I don't think I can come back from here, or something
But
like that.
even
You know?
that, your opponent doesn't necessarily know that. Why would you tell him that?
Yeah,
Like, I don't
exactly.
understand at all.
There's always mind games there that like, yeah, don't tell your opponent that they've effectively won.
Your opponent doesn't know your sets. Your opponent doesn't know what things you can do and you can't do. All these things. I don't understand. Just don't do it.
Yeah, just GG at the end, and I
Saying
that's
GG to hacks is
I
sure.
guess I'm just toxic.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
are.
really toxic.
The next match on the list though was the Cleveland Escavaliers versus the UNC Wingulls. I think Jay really dominated this game. I think it was like his Honchkrow picking up a bunch of kills, maybe.
Well, love Honchkrow.
That sounds right.
Wow, Hayden spoke. That's fucking crazy.
Wait, who's that?
A lot.
What? There's someone else in this call. What the fuck?
Okay, cringe.
Wait, you're cringe. Okay, retard.
You're cringe.
Yeah, it looks
Why
like
did Honchkrow pick up a bunch of kills in this game? Hello?
Honchkrow just brave birded a ton of stuff.
Brave birded an Umbreon and did 53%.
Jay, bring in the
What is
fucking
life?
Honchkrow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so Jay definitely showing some dominance there for sure.
That only took 21% recoil from doing 53 to an Umbreon. I mean, okay.
What is this game?
It's like 30% recoil or something like that, right? So that seems about right.
What is happening?
Is this Scarf Moxie, by the way?
I'm not sure if it was Scarf, but
Can I just copy and paste this in the thingy that you said I don't understand? Like, what is this?
Honchkrow OP.
What?
what part?
This whole thing. God.
So
Oh wait,
the
it's still going. Go on.
the Honchkrow using Bravebird doing 53 to the Umbreon,
Mm-hmm.
and then Protect, and then doing
Wait.
52 to the Jolteon.
Why did Jay sack Scizor? Huh?
I mean, I
That's
think
feels confused, man. Isn't
I
Cresselia just free as fuck?
he probably had his reasoning.
Boy, it's not free when boys calorie knockoff.
Does Blaziken get knockoff?
I'm pretty sure it does. I mean, whatever.
Maybe he didn't want the Blaziken to try and
Set
get a
up?
free sword
Okay, that
stance or
probably makes
something like
sense,
that.
yeah.
So I definitely understand that.
It's not
And I
a
mean,
bad place.
a 4-0 is still pretty good. So
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's not. I was just like, it just didn't seem very characteristic of Jay. Also, Blaziken does get knocked off the more you know.
yeah, so if Blaziken had sword stance and knock off, then that would have been like at least potentially another 2 things going down. So I definitely
Yeah.
understand it.
When people say safe place are a bad place.
I didn't say it was a bad play. I was just saying that's not what Jay would do if he had the option to save differential.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a well played game by Jay. Dom has obviously been underperforming this season a little bit. I feel like he's generally a better player than what he's been showing this season. But
Wait, who is?
Dom,
Dom.
Ah, okay.
Rudiger 67.
Rodriguez.
So did he try to bluff the scarf on Mesprit
on
When
Mesprit in that game?
after
Azelf.
Glisopod,
Azelf.
whatever that is?
Yeah.
Azelf.
Potentially.
The blue one.
I
Yeah,
mean,
'cause,
knowing Dom was
doing
probably banded or something.
LOL. Negative explosion.
It is called
Alright.
the
What?
What, Aiden?
itself. He called it the bandit. So it could be
Oh.
It's
bandit.
literally Austin all over again.
Whoa,
Getting
dude.
out.
My microphone doesn't cut out for a whole like 30 seconds, okay?
Okay.
But yeah, the next match was the Calgary Flareons versus the Crystal Palkia. So Jamesy got dicked down by Tiff. So it's
Pogchip! Pogchip in the chat. Or comments, wherever this
so
is.
Tiff definitely showing some solid improvement over the course of this season. Especially since her first season. So yeah, it's pretty good to see actually having some new coaches come in and actually doing some work.
Heck yeah, dude.
Haamu.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. At least she has a good team to do it with. To be fair.
Well, I mean, she
Also, I
got
love
help
when-
with drafting as well, so you can't really use that as an excuse.
Okay, I can use an excuse that the person who helped me draft made my team worse. So,
Who helped you draft?
I'm not gonna out them because they probably don't want to see this team with their name on it.
God.
God.
Yeah, so there were a couple of hacksy things that happened in the Calgary Flareons versus Crystal Palkia game, but I don't think they were like overly game changing. I know Jamesy might disagree.
Yeah, it's just the best when he just
I mean,
said
he
fucking
he
brilliant every
did as
time.
much. Yeah, and like the general chat, dude, he was like, "Oh, I guaranteed won the game if I didn't get hacks." Like, come on, bro, you don't even fucking
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. I mean, he still made some good plays and stuff like that. And it was, in general, still a really good, well-played game between both sides, hacks or not. So, I mean, that's all I'm going to take away from it. Tiff played well,
Yes.
and Jamesy shouldn't take that away from her, I don't think.
Hard agree.
Next, we have the LA Latios and Cade versus Aces West Virginia Voltorb, and that went about as people would expect.
Yep.
What, Ace 1?
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely.
Of course.
That's for next week.
Wait, did I skip a match or? I did
Oh, and Ace
actually.
wins. He's talking about when
Never
Ace
mind.
wins.
No, Calgary Talonflames versus the Philadephia Pichus, Shade versus Mortal. And Mortal played so bad compared to how he's been playing recently. Like,
Paste to replay. I want to see.
yeah, I am.
I mean, it's really just Mortal making like bad play after bad play. I'm pretty sure.
It's just I question some of his thought processes in that game. It's especially after he brought me to a 1-0. He did not look like the same player in this match as what he did versus me. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, didn't
Oh.
Bisharp set up an SD and then Mortal did like nothing about it?
What did he do? He like fully sacked his Roselia to something that he knew was going to be faster or something like that. He set up an SD himself in front of Bishop, who was SD'd as well, with Mega Absol, and just sacked that 100%. And then brought Roselia in and sacked that the turn after or something like that.
Just watching it right now. Oh my god, who gets a double protect on a Suicune for no reason? I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you set up an SD right there. That's
Oh god. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
Sucker-
okay, so
Oh,
he
what?
sacks the Suicune to the
Sacks the Roselia?
sacks the Suicune to the Bishop.
Bisharp,
Yeah.
which I think makes sense.
Yeah, and then
You
he
got it chipped down enough.
Yeah, he sacks the Mega Absol after Megaing and then Swords Dancing, and then sacks the Roselia. Like 3 sacks in a row to something that he could have just attacked and got rid of.
Yeah, like
At that,
Coco outsped, Swellow outsped,
and
What about
everything killed.
Hachi outsped.
Like, sure, he might have had Sucker Punch, and he might have been baiting the Sucker Punch when he was Swords Dancing on the Absol, but like then Shade just Sucker Punches again and again. Like, why not just revenge with the Coco or something, you know?
yeah.
True.
I don't know.
That ain't Falcon.
I mean, to be fair, you'll see later in the match, Brady probably doesn't even have Sucker Punch on that Bisharp.
yeah, he
Yeah,
doesn't. He
probably
didn't click
not.
it.
But like,
Because +2 Sucker Punch was definitely killing his Coco at 14%.
yeah,
+2.
likely.
So
But still, yeah, maybe he should have tried to bait, like, see if he did have Sucker Punch or something like that. Like,
exactly.
But still, that. What?
and the
I
fact
don't
that
think a +2 Sucker Punch kills an Absol from full.
he lets
I mean, Absol's pretty
Jirachi
weak,
get
dude. I'm not gonna lie to
burnt.
you.
Hold on.
Like defensively, Absol sucks.
Hold on.
Say killed.
Yeah, +2 Sucker Punch from Adam and Tread Plate Bishop doesn't kill an Absol from full.
Damn.
He won to 96, yeah.
Yep, max 96.
Yeah, so who knows?
Interesting.
Questionable players, I mean,
Also,
Shay
bringing
did
a
make some.
physical Jirachi against Cofagrigus? Question mark.
Yeah,
I
yeah, that
mean-
was a bit of an interesting prep choice as well. But
I mean, it's still one of 11 months. So.
yeah,
No, I'm saying like Cofagrigus just destroys Jirachi on every level. Like it takes away Serene Grace, where you can't just Iron Head flinch him, and then it's like a Fizz Def Mon to begin with. So like I don't. Why would you not just bring special
yeah,
Jirachi?
yeah,
That
it would
doesn't
make
do
sense.
anything, I guess. I don't know.
All right, and then after that was the LA Latios versus the West Virginia Voltorb.
Spoiler: Ace got 6-0'd, I'd imagine.
5-5-0. He got a
5? Oh my god!
Wait,
He got a kill against
Oh,
Cade.
shit.
yeah, he did.
Okay. Oh god, why did he bring Rotom Fan? What is this game?
I'm pretty sure he's about that every week.
Yeah, probably.
Is it even
Fucking
available?
Cade is so BM, dude. Did he bring Ancient Power on Zapdos for anything, like actually, or was he just trying to get the
I
boost?
mean, that would be pretty good against Rotom Fan, right?
I guess. I
I mean,
feel like he was just trying to get the
Discharge,
I
boost.
so
feel like
it's
he was just
evolved.
trying to get the boosts.
That's BM.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright, when does Cade or not? When does Ace get a kill?
Wait, did Ace
He
just...
kills Zapdos?
Wait. Did Ace
Um,
just double sleep powder?
yeah, he did.
Oh, please do that to me. I'd love a 6-0.
Oh Jesus
Ace,
Christ! Okay,
what
I guess
is going on?
I guess Cade just had no switch in to fucking Specs Primarina. Zapdos took
who does,
88%
though?
from
Who does,
Specs
though?
Hydro. Yikes!
Yeah,
There is it.
Alamamola takes 63 from a Specs Moonblast, and then Miracodes that right back to Primarina to take it out. So, good plays there.
Good place, you mean only place.
Well, yeah, basically. Specs Primarina
next?
would have
Who's
done
next?
damage.
Next,
And then
next.
the final game is the two people that we have in this chat, the Haamu versus Mount Jupiter.
Paste replay. Don't remember that game.
Who was written down first? Helsinki Heat. Okay. Helsinki Heat versus the Pittsburgh Piplups.
Meanwhile, if Haamu was
Oh, yeah.
lazy as shit, he could just go into the replays chat. It's like right there.
I know, I already did that. I just said that paste replay. Oh yeah, this was the game I had to take like 15 minutes to figure out what my team does because I prepped like last week.
Sounds about right.
I realized halfway through I had nothing for Audino.
Well, Dino's actually
I'm
quite annoying to
glad
deal
my
with.
set was garbage though.
Are you max defense on that?
This game had so many 50-50s. I think this was so trash.
Whoop.
Oh, God.
That sounds on.
All right. Yeah.
Headphone
So,
user alert.
anything you want to talk about for this game, Haamu or Hayden?
Yeah, I forgot Audino had Regenerator.
How?
I mean, it's the only reason it would ever get taken.
That's literally.
No, I saw it on the preview. I was like, what's Audino even do? Like, just wish? And then I got it down to 40. I was like, all right, make a B drill, take care of this. Came back in and it was like 80.
Wait, you know regular Audino is not a fairy type, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, regular Ordino is just normal. It gets the fairy type when it mega evolves.
What to
Well,
say
let me
about
tell
this
you how
game,
good
though?
of a mon Audino is.
No, don't. Stop right there. That's all you got.
I do want to draft Mega Ordino at some point, just for those
Yeah,
points,
Mega
you know.
Odino, sure. But
Me
Odino,
too.
shit. Okay, I didn't have anything for Porygon 2. What a cancerous mon. My Mega Latios set will never be out because that was utter garbage, and I'm glad nobody saw that.
Hayden, I can't believe you would bring Subtoxic. Wow. I definitely didn't just do that in another league, but wow.
I did bring Subtoxic on Porygon.
Yeah. I was calling
You know,
you
I think
out, you know. Like, wow, you brought Subtoxic, dude. That's
Oh, at
Stolly.
turn 22, Hayden had to go because his ghoster left. Okay, retard.
What? It was turned 28 before something died.
No, turn 22. You had to go because your dad needed help. Okay, retard.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's go a little faster. This is too slow. Okay, choice
go
band.
a little bit faster, just spams next turn, like, yep, then I lose. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, you had an option to what is it? I already forgot the word. What is English? Choke this game at the end. I gave you the chance, but you didn't.
Yeah, that was up to you anyway.
I gave
Haamu.
you the chance to choke, and
Yeah.
you didn't choke.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was a way I won that in the late game.
Was there?
Yeah, there was. If he hold on, I'm just
If
trying to
I
sound.
sacked Laddie.
Yeah, if he sacked Laddie, then I killed both of his other mons with HP fire.
Yeah.
Well, good work on not sacking the Lati. But
I
yeah,
guess.
that was actually a pretty close game for a Haamu game. So
Wow.
I'm just joking. You were pretty close against me as well.
Yeah, I mean that's just on you guys. With this team, if you can't beat me that well, oh boy.
I don't think
You
your team
just
is
wait.
that bad, Haamu. I just think
No,
you
it's
are.
not bad on paper. Yeah, it's just for me the team's bad.
Yeah.
I can't run this team.
Yeah.
This doesn't have the fat backbone I like. Skarmory shit, don't even say that.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that. I don't like Skarmory personally, but
Yeah. Can I swap my team with PSS? I'll take that team. Thank you.
no, you cannot.
Okay. That all the games?
That is all the games that we have to talk about.
Oof.
And wow, we're
Wow,
actually
8
like
games in less
almost
than
half an
30
hour
minutes.
in,
We're podcast professionals.
right?
Wait, what?
I
Is
mean,
this
last
podcast
week I
only-
think we ran through the games in like 10 minutes or something like that, but
I wish I
Heck
was
yeah.
there.
we didn't really go too in depth into them or anything like that.
Damn it.
All right. Anyway, as for next podcast topics, I guess. Today we were having a bit of a debate in the question of the day channel about whether esports should be counted as real sports, or like, do you count esports as real sports? I mean, I think we were mostly in agreement, right? It was just Jamesy that wasn't really accepting of it.
Yeah, it's 100% a sport.
I
No
consider it a
questions asked.
sport. Like, it's obviously not like your traditional kind of sport, but I feel like it's competitive enough to be in consideration at the same level.
I think the only people that don't consider it a sport is the people that just don't even look at it and is like, oh, people playing games, not a sport.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree.
Yeah, because there's so much that goes into that. Like, it's not just sitting on a computer and playing. It's a lot more.
Yeah.
A lot more. I agree. I
Like-
mean, I said it in the chat. Like, if you think that esports isn't an actual sport, then you have a small brain. Can't help
Yeah.
you.
I think the only thing that esports actually differs from a normal sport is like it's more inclusive, so you don't need to be a fucking fitness guru to get into it.
Yeah, but I mean, then
I
again,
think
like
that's nice.
you look at a lot of the professional players, and majority of them are still pretty fit.
Yeah, but sure, but you can still get into it without being an athlete.
Yeah, that's true.
The athlete part comes when you actually get in.
Yeah. When you want to like reach your peak performance, you kind of need to look
Exactly.
at your fitness and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's your mind doesn't work if your body doesn't.
Yeah. Anything to say on the topic, Hayden? Just sitting there in your corner.
Put me on the spotlight, man.
It's been on spot for 50 minutes, boy.
I don't know, Jamesy. Thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like you said, the only thing is really lacking is a like physical. All the training you have to do, but it's still like competition based. You're still going against another team, and the goals. You have the same goal.
Yeah, I
Winning
think
and
so.
moving on.
I think so. I think we're mostly in agreement here. Like, we're all gamers, I guess. So I guess most of us see the like abilities and stuff that these professionals have, and like how that they've trained really hard to get where they are, and it takes a lot of effort. Like, none of us here really would have the skills to, or necessarily the motivation to hit that kind of level, and it takes a lot of dedication.
And we don't even know how hard the boot camping is.
Yeah.
Because they don't show much of that.
No, they do not.
And some of us gamers are more toxic than others.
Yes, they are, Haamu.
Yikes.
Yeah, okay. So other than that, what else do we have to talk about?
What else? Not energy.
Yeah, okay. We
What
won't
about
talk
G
about G Fuel again.
Okay.
Haamu doesn't want to.
No, I just don't know what it is.
It's like
Yeah, we've explained this to him, Austin. It's
oh, you
just,
did? Oh,
yeah.
okay. I thought you were actually being serious. I was
I-
like, I mean, it's not that hard
I
of a
am
concept.
serious.
But
I don't know.
am serious.
I don't know how he doesn't, as in like, because every streamer or whatever advertises it.
Okay,
Well,
I don't.
Haamu doesn't really watch content though. Do you, Haamu?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Wow.
Jumped into 251 for half a second. You know everything about G.
That's very true.
Did all they call.
And there's the reason I don't watch streams.
What to talk about, dude? That's a good question.
Ariana Grande.
I
Ariana
mean,
Grande.
that topic did come up today as well, didn't it? Oh,
What a
God.
topic.
Okay, what's your favorite Ariana Grande song? Let's go.
I don't know, to be honest.
If you know any from the name.
Doesn't
All we
really.
got is a woman.
I don't
I have
really
to say
listen
God
to
is a
that
woman.
music, so
Same, I just know a few by name, a few songs. It's usually on the radio. That's where I hear them.
Yeah, same.
I think
let's
there's that one
see.
called, hold up, I need to see what the name is.
If I can
It's
find
about-
the
it's
photo.
Something about tears. No tears left to cry. That's probably
Yeah.
the best one I've heard. Also, I'm
So-
really triggered that the YouTube video has not a single caps letter on the fucking song name. What is that?
Pretty sure Thank You Next is like that too.
Oh,
So,
that's your favorite, Jed. Okay. very
no, this
fitting.
that's just the photo that you posted earlier, Haamu.
Okay, Jed just goes around his house going, focus on me. Focus, focus.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I mean, I don't really have much to say about her. I don't really listen to her music, but evidently some people enjoy her aesthetics, and Ace does not.
Yeah, Ace is just an person. I don't understand.
What? Wait, when did this happen?
I don't get it.
A little bit earlier today in podcast topic discussions on the NCL server. So
Yeah, I don't
I
know
think
what's
Holly
up
just
with
put that
Ace.
picture up and everyone started talking about banging her.
yeah,
That was Jamesy, unsurprisingly.
that was Jamesy,
Again.
unsurprisingly.
And then Nacho ramped it up a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
Oh wait. Oh wait, no. Well, that's another unsurprisingly, I guess.
Yeah. And yeah, and Ace is like, she's ugly.
I'd suck a minute. I'd suck a million dicks to completion to have a date with Ariana Grande. Clap in the chat.
I think that's sad because it's just a date. Why?
Seems good, dude. Seems good.
That's okay, retard. You just had that right there.
Oh,
Was that? How is this not shit posted?
God.
don't
Just
know.
no one's got
It's
around
ju-
to doing it yet, I guess.
Yeah. It's just you. You're so toxic. Holy. Like some people have dreams. Yours might not be sucking dicks, but you know, let people do their thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Let people do their thing.
Hello, Nacho, dude. What's up, bitches?
Yeah, basically, that's Nacho.
We should definitely put Hayden to choose the next topic, though.
Yeah, I think so. We'll put Hayden on the spot. Hayden, what do you want to talk about?
The next topic. Ugh.
You got 5 seconds.
Yeah.
5
Just
seconds to kick you out of the call.
anything that
Go.
you want to talk about.
5 seconds.
It's already down to 0.
Thank
You're, you're already fucked. Sorry, bud.
Okay.
How much weight I gained over Thanksgiving?
What?
Oh,
I heard something about Thanksgiving. I don't know shit about that.
I think he said something about how much weight did people gain over Thanksgiving. Obviously, I'm
0.
Australian, so
Bro, I'm already fat, so like, I mean, not really much to gain.
0. Not a holiday here, or whatever that is.
So essentially, you're asking me, did I gain any weight over Thanksgiving? And the answer would be
Yeah,
no.
basically.
So I don't really like Thanksgiving foods, man. They're not that great.
I mean, do you really need to eat the foods that are supposed to be eaten in Thanksgiving?
I mean, that's like people's main thing, right? Like people, I don't know why, but people fucking love dressing, right? And I don't see the appeal.
Dressing?
Yeah, like
stuffing, I think, is also the other name
or
for it.
stuffing.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, I
And
was
people
like,
love that shit,
what?
dude. They love it. And I'm not a fan. And like
Okay.
people usually only eat it on Thanksgiving. So
Yeah,
that's
see,
what people look forward
I'm
to.
not a fan of stuffing either, so I can agree with you on that one.
I was so confused. I understand dressing as like putting clothes on. I thought you were really
Yeah.
weird right there.
Or like the like salad dressing that you would put on a salad or something
I
like
was
that.
like, what is going on here?
But yeah,
is American?
you
Nah,
don't
it's
normally
just
think
not
of
good.
the stuff that you stuff inside the turkey or whatever being the dressing, right? But
Yeah,
it's-
people
exactly.
it's what
take
they
that
call
shit
it.
out and just eat it. Like
Yeah,
I swear to God, they just take it
I
out
don't
and eat
know.
it. Like
I don't like it. I don't like it in my like roast chickens that you go to the shops and get like that, like the rotisserie kind of things.
yeah.
yeah.
I just don't personally like stuffing myself. So
Boy, I know all about rotisserie stuff.
I mean,
to be
I'm
fair.
just over here eating blueberry pies at Christmas, so fight me.
I mean,
Dude, every year for Christmas, my aunt makes this thing that my grandma used to do. It's like breakfast casserole, right? And dude, this shit is so good. Like the casserole part is like egg, and then the stuff in it is like bacon and sausage and shit like that. Oh my fucking god. She makes like 4 pans of that shit, and it's so fucking good.
my
I mean,
favorite
me-
Christmassy
yeah.
kind of food is potato bake. I love it.
Potato
mean
bake?
Potato.
Potato bake, yeah.
What is
Thank
that?
you.
It's
just a
like
baked potato?
layers of sliced potato with a creamy sauce, covered in
Wait.
cheese and
Fucking
bacon and stuff like that.
that.
We have that.
Potato
Oh
bake.
I know what that is because we have that. Hell yeah. You just put it in the oven and bake it, right?
Yeah, exactly. You just slice
Okay,
potatoes.
we have that too.
You layer it with a creamy
Also-
sauce, and then you just, put some cheese through it. Put some cheese on top, bacon on top.
I guess some people call it a gratin or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's the technical name for it. But us Aussies just call it potato bake. Yeah.
No, you call it
I mean,
tato.
that's kind of like cube potatoes, but yeah, basically the same concept.
So what are Christmas foods? Because I have no idea.
That's a good question.
My Christmases, we generally tend to have like chicken. We have corned beef. I think roast 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 of some kinds, like sometimes lamb, sometimes beef, sometimes pork.
roast.
I
Um,
also heard
kangaroo.
roast 3 times. I don't know if you said roast 3 times, but
Definitely came out like that.
yeah, well, I probably did say it, but yeah, roast
Very roasted.
meats of some kinds. Roast.
Hard roasted.
Potato bake, as I said, and then just generally like we have a platter of like biscuits and cheese and like other kinds of meats like salami and ham, stuff like that.
am I the only one who doesn't generally eat a meal like that on Christmas?
No, you're probably the only one.
Yeah, I mean,
Because,
this is like a whole big table full of different foods. You just go up and take what you want:
Yeah.
meats and gravy
Yeah.
and potatoes and
So at my aunt's house, like I said, like where I live, we just do that breakfast casserole thing. We don't really like sit down and eat a whole ass meal. It's literally just a breakfast casserole, and it's really good. I love that shit.
Okay.
When I go to like 3 different houses for Christmas.
yeah, same.
When I go to my Aunt Mary's house, she usually has like a few things like ham, like sliced ham. I don't know, something like out of the ordinary, just kind of like normal stuff like sliced ham, like butter beans, shit like that. So like, I don't know. We don't really eat anything specific for Christmas. We kind of just eat, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, one family we go to, we just like every family like brings a salad and then everyone brings their own meat that we just cook on the barbecue, so people just have whatever they want. Sausages,
That's
the
some
barbecue,
Australian shit right there.
that's
That's some
wild.
holy fuck. How to
What?
stereotype an Australian 101 right there.
BBQ.
We all
at
bring our own
Christmas.
meats to the
What?
barbie,
Oh
and then we.
my.
yeah,
I
I
just
mean,
figured out.
Christmas for
I
us
think
is in
I'm just-
summer, so barbecuing is quite
Oh, that's right.
a regular thing.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Okay, let's see what of these foods you actually know, because I have no idea which of these are only Finnish and not English.
You better post some
Okay.
podcast pics and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I mean these are just words because I'm thinking them out of my
Okay.
head.
I'll
that's
Google.
fun.
So first of all, we have usually in our table is the normal Christmas ham. I guess that's normal. With
Yeah,
like
that's pretty normal.
Mustard like thing on top.
Sure.
Then we have fresh salted salmon. I think that's the English name for it.
Salmon, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, we don't
It's
really do
like-
that at Christmas, but I can understand.
Okay. Okay. Then we have pickled. What is that fish? I think it's herring.
Once again,
That
I
is
don't
the
know.
first thing on Google, so
Seafood isn't
Okay.
really a thing that we do at Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have a whole lot of casseroles. We have carrot. We have, I don't know what that thing is in English, but carrot. Then we have potato and some other casseroles that are usually sweetened.
Okay.
And then we have boiled potatoes for sure.
Yeah.
And what else? What
Like
else?
mashed potatoes.
No, like whole potatoes just boiled.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
think you almost said that in Finnish. You like
Said
you were
what?
like a full like you I don't know you started to say potato and you like didn't like the way you said it or something, so you like restarted and said
Oh, did I?
potato. So it sounded like you almost said that shit in Finnish.
Peruna. There you go.
Yeah, that's what you were like. Oh wait, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say potato.
I think you
I'm just
mean
gonna say peruna from now on.
Swedish. Swedish, Austin.
Sweet. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
Actually, go jump off a bridge right now.
Everybody, Ian's playing his game against Ben. We should watch this live on the podcast. Go, Jed. Go. Go.
Okay. See if I can.
Okay.
Is it in general? There we go.
Yes.
I'll see if I can get it.
Oof.
In the
My
actual
favorite
screen.
Christmas dessert is prune cream.
What?
It's like prune jam mixed with whipped cream.
Is it prune ice cream? That's
All
all
right.
that's on Google.
No. It's prune jam mixed with whipped cream.
We have the Fizzle the Hizzle versus the Ladner Lanturn. So yeah,
Is this it?
Tampa Bay Buizels versus Ladner Lanturn live on Showdown for this podcast. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Called
Who
an
are these
audible.
people? Who are these people?
Is that it, Haamu?
What
In the chat.
is what?
Jesus fucking right. Go to podcast picks and stuff.
Okay.
Is that the thing you were just talking about?
No. What is that?
I don't know.
That looks disgusting.
I see a lot of prune ice cream, but not prune cream.
Okay, I've never had prune ice cream.
Google it, and send it in the chat. I want to look at it.
Is that what that is? Prune ice cream?
prune ice cream.
No, wait.
No, that's not what
that-
this is. This is
Okay.
prune salad cream or something. I don't fucking know, dude.
Looks
Haamu,
gross.
Google a damn image and post it.
Oh my. Maybe it's just us who make it.
All right. So
By the way, Haamu, I have a question.
What?
On your keyboard, how do you ever type in Finnish, or is it all English?
Wait, what do you mean? Do you ever type in what?
Do you type in Finnish?
Letters?
Yeah, like Finnish
Yes.
letters.
Yes.
Okay, so how do you type in English if your keyboard is
it would
in
have
Finnish?
most
We have
keyboards have
all the
both-
English.
yeah.
No. Finnish alphabet has all the English letters plus a few extra.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
the more you know.
So hold on, I'm just gonna put in podcast. We just have these as extras.
Oh,
All the others are same.
That's
How do
like
you
that
actually pronounce
that's the
those?
surf guy. Do you ever listen to Down with Sickness?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
wow. How do you actually pronounce those, though?
Oh god. I mean, there's just letters. Hello.
Okay, Ian Sax's Whimsicott for free, PogChamp,
I mean, it's not overly for free because that's a good chunk of damage to Garchomp there.
I mean, I'd trade the fuck out of that, to be honest. If that was
It won't
me.
fucking do anything, really.
seems
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
mean, the only thing that I think Whimsicott would have helped deal with is the Clefable and the Slowking, depending on what their sets were and what Whimsicott's set was, but
I don't know, maybe you're right. Maybe he like brought Whimsy for something that did. It's just like fuck it, and just went for damage.
He's like a tailwind friend for like Diggersby or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay, this game's probably gonna take like an hour, so let's not. Maybe.
well, I mean, if they end up taking a long time, then so be it.
I
We
mean,
will-
I don't think Ian or Ben necessarily play that slow. Like maybe
It's still a
Dom
live
would
game.
take that long, but
Well, I mean, it took them about like 3 minutes just to do that first turn. So who knows? If that keeps that up, then we might make it another 4 turns by the end of this podcast.
Oh shit! I mean, what are we gonna talk about other than Ian second ones?
Alright, Diggersby comes in.
Oh
Quick
my
attack
God.
here.
why is
Shiny
it called
Diggersby
Foe?
is
What the fuck? What is that nickname? Foe?
Uh,
He tried to write Thor,
thought.
but he forgot the air. R.
XD?
What the fuck
The
is
air? The
Why did
air?
that say air? Air.
Nah.
Forgot his air. He can't breathe.
He forgot his air.
it's meant to be thought. I mean, I don't know that.
Oh.
I'm just
So he
just
forgot.
saying.
forgot
All right,
he
everybody
was-
type THO in the chat.
T-
THO.
THO.
Oh.
God damn it, Haamu.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he doesn't
what
even
is
try to fix it. He just puts the T
Okay,
there.
okay,
He's
okay,
like,
okay.
"Fuck it."
Hey, I got a topic. What is your favorite low tier mega?
favorite low tier
shit.
mega.
Mega Aggron.
That's
Uh,
not low tier, like really
That's
low
tier
tier.
2.
No,
Oh, it's
Bane,
really low
Abomasnow,
tier?
Snow, Steelix, Audino, Campera.
Mega Ampharos, dude.
That's I didn't say that. That's not an option.
Excuse me.
He's-
That's like a tier 3 Mega.
That's
He's
not an
basically
option.
saying that you have to choose Mega Abomasnow. That's he wants you to.
Oh,
He's limiting you to like
Steelix
Mega
collapse,
Abomasnow, Mega
Mega
Steelix.
Steelix collapse.
Okay,
Claps.
Mega Steelix is an unknown.
Mega Ordino is my favorite low tier, just because you get so many points.
Okay.
No,
So,
actually-
if it wasn't
Mega Bayonet. I like Mega Bayonet.
I want to see you use Mega Bayonet.
I might even draft it next season. Who knows?
Let's do that. I'll draft it first round, so you have it for sure. You can trade me later.
Does Mega Bayonet even do? Does it get Prankster?
It gets Prankster.
Yes. Prankster
So
gets
you
the
do like
one, that's all it does.
Evolved?
It
It
gets
also has
it
like
gets
base
Pranks.
140 attack, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it does. It gets Prankster Cotton Guard. Okay, Prankster Cotton Guard
Great.
and Calm Mind. So
Get recovered.
It's
Prankster-
literally a worse Mega Altaria.
Cotton Guard, Calm Mind, Rest, and one offensive move, and you can run through teams.
Okay, Rita.
Trust me. Trust me. I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
Okay. Against who?
I can't remember. It was ages ago.
So does
Okay.
anybody know Ian and Ben's record? I want to say it's 2-1 in Ben's favor.
What league is this?
I'm not sure offhand, but
No,
It's
just all leagues in
pretty
general,
even.
like Ian versus Ben as coaches.
Oh.
it's pretty even. I think.
I think it's 2-1 in Ben's favor, if I recall correctly.
Wouldn't be surprised. Ben's
Wow,
pretty good.
Ian's garbage. What? How is he 2-1 down on Ben?
Oh my
do
god.
you
Ben's
know
good.
Ben made it to finals in season 2, right?
Yeah, he lost.
Yeah, but
to
then he
you,
lost to
Jesus
you.
Christ.
And he also made it to finals in AAB. He made it to finals
AA
somewhere else and won.
Okay, anyone who counts alphabets in fucking the name, that's an unleague.
What's A Drive
AAB.
Army Battle League, bro? AABL. Jesus
A
Christ.
Drive. You mean Gay Drive?
Wow.
A Drive, more like Gay Drive. That's a good shit.
GABL.
Wait, does Ian have special Inte? What is my life?
I can't remember. I can't remember his sets.
Okay, quick, get Ben in here. He needs help,
Yeah,
obviously.
obviously.
Oh,
Oh, the
well,
instant
Ben.
burn.
Hacks.
I don't even know if I would like that burn. If I would probably would have preferred toxic.
I mean, you're probably right, but I seem to remember this one having Earthquake potentially, so it'd be quite useful to
I
burn.
really need to name more of my mons after Gay Drive.
His
I'm
whole
glad
I
team.
mean,
he
you
got
don't really
memed.
have to, but
I'm so glad he got memed. It was about time.
I
Where did
mean,
that even come from?
It was one of Ben's friends. They I think he posted it in the comments section of one of. Oh yeah, okay. I think this is the video where Dan
the
got
superior
swept
one.
by a physical superior. Yeah.
Oh,
And then,
God.
So one of Ben's friends commented like, "Imagine being so washed up that you lose to physical superior." And
A-Drive, but like
A Drive called him like stupid or something. I don't remember what his comment.
Oh wait, I remember
But
this. Now.
and then
I remember this.
Ben's friend responded like A Drive, more like Gay Drive. So funny.
okay.
I think.
So that Toxic on Slowking is probably going to be pretty useful. And obviously it
yeah.
does get
watching the
regenerated,
game.
but
Nice.
Ian can actually just roost here for free.
yeah, it's a free roost. We saw how much that Shadow Ball damage was doing, like 30%, so... And, like, I
But
don't...
that burn sucks. That's just gonna be annoying.
Yeah. But it's better than
definitely
having a
not as
Toxic
annoying
on
as
there.
Toxic would.
Yeah, if he
Yeah.
has the roost or the recover or whatever, then the burn is fine.
Oh, Mega Latios. I wish I had that. Actually, no. Probably would be just as bad.
Nah, Latios is the better of the two for sure.
I
Yeah, I agree.
I think the Reflect type and the Wish is extra utility that makes it really nice.
Bulk
Yep.
as well. It makes it like a bulkier default for.
Oh, he's got Heal
Your team,
Bell.
whatever.
Okay. That sucks. The Toxic would have been nice on that Slowking.
Yeah, we're T spiking here, right?
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Could have extra
Shiny
sensory or
will
psychic or
actually
something
produce
though.
me.
But yeah,
Are
a T
all
Spike here would be
Ian's
nice.
mons Shiny?
Are all of Ian spawns what?
Shiny?
Probably. Oh no, Inte wasn't. I don't think.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Wow. Imagine bringing
Illegal.
6 shiny mons in Showdown.
Yeah, fucking 10-year-olds. God.
God. Can't believe that Ian would gen his mons like that.
Like, what is
If he's
removal
shiny, you have
options
to
here?
Entei. If he's special, then he wouldn't want it.
Torkoal and Aerodactyl are Ben's removal options if a T-Spike goes up, right?
Like,
I don't know about that, dude.
Uh-oh.
I think I would have
Hex.
T-spiked for sure. Because then the Torkoal comes in, you just scald it.
I mean, this
That
is
thing has
assuming
paper
he has
stuff.
T-Spikes, but yeah, like, I feel like a T-Spike there would have been really nice.
Hold on, we're in his front office, dude.
I'm not gonna go look at his sets though.
Okay, retards.
Wait, this isn't even the right team. Hello? He posted this last Thursday. This isn't even the same team.
Yeah, he might not have posted it, so
Okay, I have a new topic. Should Draft Frontier add a holiday skin?
Yes.
no.
Yes, Carney. In fact.
I mean, I don't care.
Same.
Draft
I don't
Frontier should
care.
look into their crit rates.
What?
They did. Okay. There
they
was
did,
actually a
didn't they?
thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I'm
was.
pretty sure they fixed it, but there was a thing for a while that you at Frontier's crit rates were too high.
Yeah.
So people were getting crit. Like I happened to me personally. It happened to Ian in a playoff game before they fixed it. I'm pretty sure
Yes, it was something like that. Happened to
where
a lot
the
of
crit
people.
rate was just higher than it was supposed to be.
And there was
That
yeah,
just
like
sounds
crits
like
left, right, and
policy.
center. No, it was legitimately like 4 or 5, 6 crits a game at least.
Yeah,
Nice. I wish that happened to me.
and the one against Ian actually mattered a lot.
Yeah, it did.
burn.
Oh.
Why do you
Oh.
risk the burn there?
Yeah, I don't
Huh?
know.
How many
Nah,
burns?
that's not even hacks, bro. That's just like punishing a bad switch in IMO.
That is, yeah. I mean, like it's Scald. You can't claim hacks on a Scald burn.
Yeah.
Of course you can. It's literally 70-30.
I
But
mean,
you see that guy who just
30%
left Haamu, F&D?
isn't.
What?
You see that guy who just left, the F&D guy?
Yeah.
He so like Dan, when he was in the Age of Army Battle League, he would play on Showdown, which means spectators could watch his games, and he didn't know how to turn off spectators, so F&D was like typing in chat that he was stupid or something, and and AJR responded like, "F&D, you're a moron."
Oh yeah, I remember that too. F&D, you're a moron. What a fucking gauge drive.
I mean, does he keep Pangoro around as a parting shot user, or does he just sack it here because it's useless with the burn?
That's even if he has parting shot.
Sack it, sack it, sack it.
If I say if he has parting shot, don't sack it. If you don't have parting shot, just sack it. It's completely useless.
I mean, it's still kind of a switch into slow king, I guess.
Well, now that it's got a burn, I guess.
Yeah.
That becomes limited at some point, though. Scald will just whittle it down and kill it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same as sacking. So.
I guess that's true, yeah. I need to charge my phone.
Like, I mean, obviously, keeping him on around can help, as we saw in the Ian vs Tiff game in week 1. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my headphones out real quick. I'll be right back.
And then there was 3.
well, I mean, it's basically 2
Oh, yikes.
because of how much
he's not wrong.
Hayden's talking.
I mean, Hayden's just enjoying the podcast. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know. Nothing wrong with
I
that.
got a free receipt.
Yeah.
And speaking of
gets
enjoying the
to-
podcast, though, it's almost been an hour, so I don't know if we want to. Oh, wow.
That sucks.
That does suck, that gunk shot miss. I
Dude, can we
mean,
get a feels bad man for Ian?
obviously he was sacking the Garchomp, but now Garchomp's going to get a kill.
Basically,
yeah.
How unfortunate.
Oh, God. I mean,
Because you definitely don't click Earthquake here. You just click Declaw. There's no switching to Declaw right now.
yeah. That gunk shot miss does actually suck. Because if
Yikes.
Clefable stayed in, even though the burn's there, gunk shot still would have done a chunk. And Ian wouldn't have to try and revenge this thing now.
What?
I mean, I guess that
I
was
suppose
worth
that was
it.
probably the only opportunity he was going to get to.
Yeah, and
Yes.
like if Ian did switch, then that would have been
All right, Ian, double. I mean, okay, actually, doubling is kind of
Wait.
scary.
I
Last
wouldn't
time
double
this
here.
happened, he switched straight into Clefable. He didn't even try and second Garchomp. So if I was if I was Ian, I would double.
If I was Ben, I would not go to the same thing that he did last time. Though.
Ian's severely behind. He has to do something to come back in the game.
Does a Garchomp kill Diggersby?
No. Plus,
What?
Diggerby's just going to quick attack it. So
Yeah.
last time Ian clicked U-turn.
I
Scarf.
feel like there's just no reason to risk. There we go.
That's got to be Scarf.
You would
Probably
think.
is.
Yeah,
What
Garchomp
is-
Scarf, okay.
What
I
on
went-
Just
his
say you go for an SD maybe.
what on his team is gonna be able to deal with this Clefable now though? That's the problem.
I honestly
It's basically
what,
just Tentacruel.
what the fuck am I talking about? Yeah, the Garchomp Scarf. He just used the Z move.
Jesus, Haamu.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, this podcast has gone over an hour now, so do we just
Let it ride.
let it ride, or
This
do
is
we
our
tell
week
people
5
to
analysis.
go check
for-
the replay?
Yep.
That's right. We can keep watching. Just this podcast's going to be a little bit longer this time. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, this is just
T-Spike.
Sounds like a sad podcast. Us
T-Spike.
watching a game.
No, live commentary. Why not?
Live commentary.
If
Oh,
he
actually,
has-
maybe Ian probably doesn't have T-Spike, actually. He's probably scared of Venusaur because he's ground and poison.
Yeah, I mean potentially, but I don't think Venusaur really looked that good against his team.
Don't you just set up?
Wait,
T-Spike
he doesn't
on
have
the
Venusaur, does he? He's got
Venusaur?
Victor Bell. Either way,
Oh, I thought he had. Doesn't he have regular
Victory Bell?
Venusaur?
I don't think so. I think he decided not to pick it up over Victor Bell,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he has Victor Bell. My fault.
and that's even less scary. So
Oh, and he has Gengar.
yeah, and maybe he was worried about the Gengar.
Gengar's such a weird mon. I really
Wait,
want
wasn't
Raptor,
Ian
but never
complaining about
fits
the fact that
into
he
the
had
team.
no switch-ins to Gengar at some point?
Probably. I just don't think he posted the team for this matchup in his front office.
Ben has eyes everywhere. Even if there's someone else's. Lol.
Yeah, basically. Ben is like the NCL Illuminati.
Oh God.
Okay,
me-
so he has Calm Mind, Lava Plume, Rest Talk, Entei for Sun teams. And then he said that Gengar is impossible for him to wall.
Well, luckily Gengar didn't come, but I don't think he manages to break Clefable and
Pangoro, though?
Slowking now.
What's the Pangoro set?
I don't actually know. It's not in his front office.
Oh.
Oh, wait, yes it is. Is it?
I was pretty
some reason
sure
earlier
he
it
was
wasn't
going
letting me
parting
scroll
shot.
up.
Where the hell did you check this Entei then?
It was in discussion, not final build. Now I'm looking at final build.
Oh, okay.
His Pangoro was AV.
I mean, that's kind of a switch into Gengar, I guess.
That's probably
Yeah,
what his
that's
idea
probably
was.
what it was for. What was
He has
Whimsicott
Rain
then?
Dance on Tentacruel. Whimsicott is Life Orb. Just Moonblast, Stun Spore, Giga Drain, and Encore.
Okay. That probably could have still been kind of useful.
What damage was that? Yikes.
I think Ian realizes that he has no way to break this.
Yeah. I'm surprised he doesn't have T-Bolt, to be honest. That, like, not that that would really be doing a whole
You know,
lot.
technically speaking, since this is burned and he has more PP, Ben could like stall this out of roosts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, might get a few Spadef drops, then there's something to do.
Also true, yeah.
What does Psychic have a chance of dropping? Special
Spadef.
attack? Special
No,
defense?
Spadef. Yeah.
Okay, so if he can get some Spadef drops,
Oh my god.
if Ben can get some Spadef drops with Shadow Ball as well, then I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Psychic's chance is lower than Shadow Ball's chance.
Pretty
Shadow
sure it's
Ball-
10 and 20.
10
maybe.
and 20?
I think it's 10 and 20.
It's either, it might be 10 and 10 though.
I thought Shadow Ball was 10, so
Yeah, it's 10
We'll
and
find
10.
out. Hold up. Gengar gets both. Psychic is 10. Shadow Ball's 20.
okay.
Actually, I add team for that. I need to delete. Goodbye. I don't know why he'd slack off at 70%, but okay.
I was probably expecting a psychic. Never
Doesn't want to
mind.
get crit.
I don't understand. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This isn't looking that great for Ian, unfortunately.
Oh, really? This looks a
Like,
lot
once
better.
this dies, what does he go into? Tentacruel? Then
I mean, he
Just
just
get
has
Tigers
nothing.
Yeah, it's a
you just
chip.
click Psychic on Tentacruel if you
It's
have
the
it.
feeling when you get 6-0 by Slowking.
Oh,
Oh, yikes. That hurt a lot.
wow. That sucks.
Never playing you again.
That's the second important miss, really. Like, would that Draco have killed? Surely.
Spadef Slowking at. Okay, hold on. I have his Latios set. Oh, his Latios is actually max special attack. So. Do we know? Okay, it has Slack also can be AV.
Oh, and
There
there's the
we go.
Spadef drop. That's
And another Hex.
that's game. Well, I mean, not necessarily game. He could go into Diggersby here, predicting the Shadow Ball. He goes into Tentacruel, predicting the Scald. Doesn't get burnt, so
Wow, that's the first.
How much was Psychic doing?
30.
19.
Oh wait, yeah, 19.
What?
Sorry, Shadow Ball was doing 30.
Like 20.
Yeah, 19 to 21 were the rolls, I think. Or 18 was the lowest. 18 to 21. 21?
I think Draco Meteor killed then. It was doing a minimum 42 to a max Spadef variant.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Big ol'
Wow, that
uh-oh.
sucks.
Well, okay. If he was also a boosting nature for Spadef, then it was 38 to 45.
Okay, so it could have been a roll, but it was probably Ian's best shot at getting the kill.
Yeah, but
I mean,
also
there's
keep in
nothing
mind
else
that
kills this.
with that spread, Psychic isn't supposed to do 18 to 21.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah, and so it's probably
that-
like max HP, max special attack variant or something like that.
And that literally was his only way to kill this. Uh-oh.
I mean, he might still be able to get it low enough to hope
Oh,
for
you are
a
definitely
Draco crit.
correct. That Draco would have done 52 minimum.
Ah, damn.
Ouch.
18 to
That
21
is-
to a max HP, max special attack Slow King is exactly how
big
much
ol'
Psychic was
X.
supposed to do.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay. Take that.
Okay. Just fucking sacking a Houndoom. Okay.
Well, at least it's not a 6-0. I don't know what he really wants to do against Aerodactyl though, so
Why'd he do that?
I
don't
don't
understand.
understand why he did it.
no, I
Yeah,
don't get it
what?
either. Maybe
Was he
it
running
was
out
just
of PP?
predicting another psychic, maybe.
But why though?
Why play that risky? Just stall it out.
Well, I mean, there's no reason that Ian would have gone for a Draco there, really. So,
But there was no reason why he should switch. I don't get it.
Didn't Slowking just wall it completely?
Yes.
yeah, like that's
Yeah,
that's
it
what I was
did,
thinking too.
but, like-
Only has
Ian
5 more
only-
roots left.
And Ian only has 5 roosts, yeah.
like if you're playing for the 6-0, why risk it in the first
how many
place?
slack offs?
guess-
How much PP does slack off have? I think it's
We'll have to-
I
less.
don't remember.
8.
We can't
think
look
it's
at it
8.
until it comes back
That's
in.
probably
no,
the only
but,
reason
like, I
why he
mean-
didn't switch.
No. Slack off has 16 max. It's the same as Roost.
You sure?
I was looking at it earlier. It's the same as Roost.
Okay. So yeah, he definitely used more roosts than Ben had used slack offs.
Interesting.
That has to be a Scarf Taker's B.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense for it to be.
Outspeed an Aerodactyl. What's its base speed?
It's really low, but yeah, it's Scarf. There's be a space speed. It's pretty slow.
At 78.
Yeah. Slow
Don't
boy.
even know if a
You're
scarf
mad.
would outspeed Aerodactyl max speed.
80 times 1.5. 143, 420. No, it doesn't outspeed it.
Wow. Diggersby is so bad. Aerodactyl's a god.
Totally not biased there.
I mean, I like
Oh, yeah.
Aerodactyl. So, what can I say?
Same. Not the shiny though. What the fuck is that?
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Oh god.
Okay, so he did 41% with Crunch. I would imagine. Okay,
Stone Edge
he
kills.
hit the Stone Edge, but I would imagine that killed too. If it didn't, it was close.
Yeah, and, I mean, unless it was like a sugar berry, I guess.
Life Orb too. Isn't he Mega? No, he's Mega.
No.
I'm doing
Yeah, Mega Houndoom.
Okay.
Nice sack right there.
I mean, he goes into Entei here.
Well, he went for knockoff though.
Get rid of the life orb, maybe? So that it didn't just kill other things? Maybe knock off did a chunk of damage, I'm not sure.
I guess. I mean, I guess if it's a normal move and a ground move, it doesn't really have anything else, I guess.
Pressuring out those moonlights, nice.
EQ, normal move, quick attack, and knockoff, so probably the best thing to hit it.
So even though this is a setup, Entei, it actually just loses to Aerodactyl and Garchomp. So
Uh-oh, that's a nice sun.
I mean, this was Ian's strategy, was to calm mind in the sun.
Yeah, calm one
But-
rest.
I'm pretty sure it just loses to Garchomp
Yeah,
and Aerodactyl.
probably. Unless there's
Depends
comes a
how
nice
bulky
sack
it is, because it might be able to live
Yeah.
a hit.
again. Unless they
It can't live a hit
hits
from
and
both,
crits.
though.
No,
Hits and crits. That's a
Because that
nice
Garchomp's
way.
at 8% and rocks aren't up. So you can just bring in Garchomp, click EQ. If it doesn't die, he just brings in Aerodactyl.
yeah.
Just of dicks joined.
Well, all
This
we can
is-
hope
This
for.
is Ian's Entei set right here. I'm going to post it in podcasts.
Yeah, I'll have to switch back
That
to
is
that after. But,
not what I copied.
but yeah, who
Alright, who's
Why
knows?
does
Yeah.
it keeps fucking pasting that image? I'm copying text. Hello?
All right, what's the worst shiny?
Toxic Mist still doesn't really matter.
Thank you. That's Ian's Entei set.
I'll
And
jump
there
over
we go.
to podcast picks and stuff in a sec. I mean, what?
This is unaware Clefable 100% just for SD Diggersby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think. You would think unaware Clefable makes sense, but it doesn't look like it's a setup variant either. So, but
Oh,
well, that's
unfortunate.
a sucky.
Nice drop.
Wow.
Let me just. There we go.
There are 15 people in this lobby. 15.
Yeah, Ben always gets a lot of people in his matches. Yeah, that's definitely unaware because like it's still doing decent damage even through the SpDef boosts. So
Oh, does unaware work both ways? The more you know.
yeah,
Yes.
it doesn't take into account any boosts at all.
That,
But I mean, he can still rest and not die to this thing, and he's gonna have
yeah,
to.
but he's never killing this.
Well, I mean, once Moonlight's run out, which will be fairly quickly because
Oh yeah, it has
pressure.
Moonlight. Oh yeah.
He's not going to be able to, like, Ian can definitely stall out the Clefable more than the Clefable can stall out him.
Yeah. The Clefable doesn't even have leftovers.
Yeah, because it got knocked off.
Yeah.
But once again, yeah, Garchomp and Aerodactyl should be able to deal with this thing. He just needs to get it in for free. Which,
Yeah, like even if it only lives one, it can't live both.
yeah, and with the little bit of chip that that Ben will get off from sacking the Clefable here, he gets both in for free, basically.
Yeah, essentially Ian's just fighting for a differential right now, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, definitely he might be able to pull it back, but actually, it depends on how much speed the Aerodactyl has invested, whether the Scarf Diggersby will outrun it. And even then, like, I don't like Ben's got the switch-ins that is going to be able to deal with it. To be honest, I
I
think
don't think Ian can win it, but I think he can get a couple more.
yeah, for sure,
differential.
he can at
That's what I'm
least.
thinking too. Yeah.
Ben can't switch out this Clefable without losing a differential.
Unless Ian just doesn't sleep talk. Okay.
Maybe he wants to save the Sleep Talk PP. Who knows? Psy Shock, still not doing anything. But yeah, Ben can't really afford to switch around too much here.
I'm pretty sure Ben just has to bite the bullet and sack something rather than switch into these walls.
Yes, exactly. He needs to sack the Torkoal or the Clefable, get into Garchomp for free, hopefully kill with that. If not, then kill with the Aerodactyl, and then finish up from there.
Either that or do what he just did with Hound and predict the rest. And then just go into Garchomp.
Yeah, that too, but I mean, is that worth the risk?
Yeah. I mean, it was worth it with Houndoom. Might as well be worth it.
But yeah, no, with this set, Ian can definitely pull some differential back, which is good.
This game turned into a real stall fest.
Right. This game's been going on for 25 minutes now or something like that.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, why not? People can watch this if they want, or they can just go watch the replay that'll be in the description. Either way.
Yep.
I don't know. This turn could decide the match. If
The match is
Ben
already
predicts
decided.
wrong,
if Ben goes into Garchomp and he gets it wrong, the game is significantly harder.
Well, Aerodactyl
Wh-
should
why
still be
would
able
he
to
do
kill with a
that?
Stone Edge at this range if
I mean,
Ian doesn't rest.
Does rest.
I
But
think
Ben
going to
doesn't
Garchomp
switch.
is just an unnecessary risk again.
Yeah, it just sacks.
Yeah, he just sacks something and then Garchomp
Sacks
plus
Slowking here,
Aerodactyl
then
kills this.
yeah, exactly. And then Aerodactyl outspeeds the Mega Lardy and should kill with Crunch. And I don't think he's got a lot that's going to be able to that Diggersby, Scarf Diggersby is going to be able to break at this point.
I'm pretty sure the safe place to let a Slowking die, then go Garchomp, do as much damage as you can, and if Aerodactyl can pick up the kill with a 100% accurate move, then do that.
Yeah.
Stop dying. Okay, can we just get this, please? Ian, click a move.
Yeah, I don't understand why he's not clicking the Sleep Talk.
What?
Okay, wants to get some
Oh,
roosts
okay.
up on this thing, or I mean, this
Or kill it.
Slowking dies to a Psychic now, I think.
I mean,
Yeah,
But
guys,
I mean,
yeah,
it's still the
it's-
same position, right?
it's out of slack offs?
no, it's not out of slack offs, but Latios is faster and it does, so it just kills.
Yeah. So Ian,
But
you want
but
Garchomp in, I
Aerodactyl
guess?
just comes in now, right?
Yeah.
I guess Ian just didn't want to get Garchomp in. It's the only reason, I guess.
But
Or
either
he has to
way,
save
I mean,
N-Safe or something.
yeah. Either way, I think it's still
Dude,
gonna be.
Clefable might die to 2 Ice Punches from Diggersby. It's only at 45%.
You're right, but it just depends if this Aerodactyl's gonna outspeed here. Though even then, I don't know if
If it's-
Aerodactyl will be able to do enough damage to Oko.
Pretty sure Aerodactyl doesn't OHKO with anything.
Wow. Okay. Diggersby.
I return
right
Turn
now.
around?
It all depends on whether or not Diggersby kills 2 Ice Punches.
Yeah. If Diggersby can kill Clefable with 2 Ice Punches, then he can just Ice Punch. He can bring the Entei in on the Torkoal. I mean,
If
he's
he
got
brings
Ice
in
Punch, right?
Entei, yeah, he does have Ice Punch. If he brings in Entei on Torkoal, he just clicks Calm Mind, and then if Garchomp comes in, then you just
Torkoal might even die to
so
a
none
couple
of
of
the
Ice
things that
Punches,
I
but
wanted to happen happened. Yikes!
He wakes up this turn, right?
I don't know.
You can check. Yeah,
yeah, I think so. I think he does.
So he can get a rest off if he wants to.
He can rest, I believe. But
Or
like
just click Lava Plume to
the
be
same
safe.
thing here is like, I mean, Aerodactyl can come in here and not die to a Lava Plume. Actually, I don't know. Shouldn't die to a
If
Lava
it gets
Plume, right?
burned, that's a problem. Yeah, that's
It's in
what I
the
was-
sun now. Yeah. I highly doubt it matter. This is a super bulky Entei.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have done much.
Yeah. Okay. Now we go arrow. No.
Nah, go Chomp.
Garchomp. Get as much
Chomp.
damage with Garchomp as you can, so the arrow doesn't have to risk a
Oh yeah, Stone Edge. Never mind.
Stone Edge. Yeah, Garchomp kills.
just-
Diggersby,
Okay,
so
Scarf, Ice
Diggersby
Punch.
has to lock in Ice Punch, and it needs to kill Clefable too.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to kill it with. Yeah, I guess.
It's at 45%. Wait, no, actually,
Doesn't
no, I
really
think
matter,
Clefable
'cause-
can just Moonlight, and it would be well.
Yeah.
Actually, is Moonlight? No, the Sun in this turn. sure
Doesn't
it's
Yeah,
affect
Sun
Ice
ends this
Punch.
turn, I think.
So he doesn't have the Rock or whatever.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Oh, no, he does. Okay. So Moonlight's not going to be healing as much.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that Moonlight would be cucked?
Got to freeze. Got to freeze.
Two.
Oh, I
Wait,
did more.
what do you-
I was
60
boosted
what?
in the sun. Huh?
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay, it must be rain that it's not boosted then. Got to freeze. Got to freeze. Got to
Oh,
freeze.
Ian was thinking that he was gonna swap in Clefable and then get rolls.
Another
Yeah.
unnecessary risk that
Yeah.
would have been.
I still think Ben could have won that game of 6-0
Yep.
if he just stalled
Potentially. Yeah. Oh well, that's the match.
Oh well.
That's been the podcast as well. So went a bit over this time, but that's just because Ben and Ian play like stallers.
They play to win, okay? Play to win.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing wrong with that. They didn't play full stall, so I mean that's not too bad. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. If you made it this far, Mountain Dew Pod has dipped already, so
Yikes.
nice, Hayden. Glad to have you. Yeah, and
Fuck off then.
thank you everyone for watching. And if you stayed this long, yeah, hope you enjoyed the match. And we'll
Sweet.
catch you next week, probably.
Bye.